think artists trying to forcefully just put music out there since they know like BTS as a group
Ain't
not
there?
doing that out there.
Yeah, I think and it's a smart strategy. Hey, look, listen, they not around. It ain't no pressure. I'm gonna just throw it out there. But you see, that's why the Blackpink girls was doing all of their solo stuff. They was doing
Yeah.
all their solo. But like I said, like Jenny had a song like Jenny. It did okay. It was doing okay on the globals, but in this when they dropped their albums, they was in the charts one week and go on the next. It was like, it was like
Yeah. But when you throw that out there, it got to be some heat. Or it ain't gonna stick. So what's the reason making the music for? If I know, hey, one of our top competitions, because it is a competition at the end of the day, they're not making music as a group right now. So they're not making music as a group right now. I need to try to get in the booth, get in the studio, and give the best what I have.
but this the funny part about what you're saying. They are. They think it. That's what you're not getting. They think when I'm putting it out, they're like, yeah, this the heat. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They looking at it like, oh yeah, I got one now. Yeah, we back in the React room today. AJ finally came back. This is gonna be the first video we
What's up, my
post.
good people? What's up, my good people?
So everybody want to know, because look, I'm gonna just go ahead and ask you right now before the video start, because I'm tired of these people asking me. Have you been keeping up with your content, bro?
So here and there, here and there.
Have you did you watch you didn't get a chance to check out the Weverse Live, did you?
No, I ain't checked it out yet.
Yeah, it was basically them talking about the plans. They all was in the army. They all was in the army and they all got discharged, and they was just talking about the plans, when they gonna come back. Because a lot of people assumed that they was gonna come back and then boom, drop an album, boom, drop a tour, not thinking about they've been gone for 2 years doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But RM did say they got plans for an album next year, next spring actually. He said next spring. He said they got a tour, they're gonna plan a tour, an album, and I think they just gonna take a little time off right now, and then they gonna make they come back next year. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just a few predictions. We know that tour gonna sell out, so I don't really know.
For sure.
Oh,
Because they ain't seen the group in a while, so when that tour kicked off, they gonna be selling out.
you think they're gonna be doing arenas or stadiums?
Stadiums.
They're gonna be doing stadiums.
They definitely doing.
They was
stadiums.
already doing stadiums.
They already doing stadiums.
It's selling out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna be real, man. I think this probably gonna be some of their best work yet. Cause think about it, you had 2 years to sit down and basically just write and think. And I know they was doing stuff in the army, but you can't tell me that they wasn't just thinking about songs and. Cause look at J Hope. J Hope and Jen, they came out, boom, dropped their albums. You know what I'm saying?
Dropped their albums.
Went on crazy runs. So I know, I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect. I just know that boy is gonna be they already gave him 2 years and they gave him a whole nother year to get ready. And the crazy part is, I really ain't seen no K-pop groups really drop something that was just kind of like.
It haven't been nothing. It haven't been nothing. You see singles here and there, but it's not to the magnitude like
when they drop something.
Like when they drop something.
I would make the argument that Jen and J Hope solos, that's been like the best music out of that space of the world, to be honest with you. Because some people put out some stuff though. Don't get me wrong. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Stray Kids put out some songs. Baby Monster put out some songs. Who else? I think EXO put out some songs. A lot of people put out stuff. They put out some stuff, and I reviewed a lot of it. Some of it was some decent stuff, but it wasn't It wasn't no Dynamite, it wasn't no Butter, it wasn't no Save Me, it wasn't nothing like that. But you got a whole nother year to try. You got a whole nother year to try.
No, they might as well move to the side.
Well, I mean, look, when the album drop next year and the tour start, then you ain't got no choice but to move to the side. They're gonna. So what I'm saying is, I mean, like, all right, I give you an example, baby. I love me some Baby Monster. I love me some Baby Monster.
Yeah, that's your group right there.
I love me. They just put out a song, Hot Sauce. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
It ain't Louisiana.
It's not Louisiana, but I get where they was going with it. But my thing is, I'm gonna do a review of that later. But my thing is, if that's what the competition is, then they don't really have. I mean, is this gonna be a cakewalk for them? I'm like, how it's competition though, bro. Like when you put out music, it's supposed to be a repetitive competition. Like when Drake dropped, when K Dot dropped, when Cole dropped, the next person trying to drop something hotter. It's just like that. They just can't drop nothing hotter. Nobody. So they just gotta. I don't know.
It ain't easy to make a hit.
They've been gone 2 years, Jackson. I get it. It's not easy, but you.
But I know they got some stuff in the tub.
Somebody got to come up and show that we here, and they not the only group that could. Because Blackpink, we gonna for more on them later, but they just got back together and they did their tour because, again, I don't know if you saw this, but you know what? I'm gonna say that for when we review the other Blackpink video, but.
And XG been quiet too.
All of them been quiet. It's been quiet for, but this the thing. They ain't been quiet. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They ain't been quiet. It's just them singles ain't doing what they supposed to do. Like the Woke Up, the Left Right. Oh,
that's always gonna be their biggest songs right there.
I mean, that was, but the last 2-3 songs they put out, like. I think they put out 1 Million Places. I did a review to that. They put out, and they put out one before that, but it was okay. It was okay. And I said that in the review. I wasn't being biased. I just said it in the review. I was like, man, this don't, it ain't doing it like them first songs. And you look at Blackpink. We're going to get to them, but like they just came out with that single Jump, and it ain't really doing what people thought it would do. And they got back together on tour because you know what? They went solo. And then solo ain't working out like they thought it. See, it ain't, it ain't working out like how they thought it would. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to bash people. I'm just saying that it puts a lot of pressure on BTS because what I'm saying is nobody won't do nothing equal. Nobody from that area won't do nothing to captivate audiences. It's just kind of like we just throwing out singles. And yeah, the people in Korea might like it because that's where their biggest fan base is gonna be. But I mean, like, you got to put out music that's gonna captivate the world. So it's like, I don't know, man. I hope they do, man. But bro, like from what I've seen,
that is a task right there.
It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. But anyways, man, we're gonna get into this video since you didn't check it out. It's this video talking about what's about to happen, and we're gonna give it a little reaction.
A group not signed to a major US label, not even backed by a top Korean company, but broke so many records, gave a speech at the UN, single-handedly boosting their nation's GDP, and had so much global influence that many haven't come close to. But, at the peak of their career, when they were unstoppable, they had to leave for military service, which affected the whole K-pop industry. Album sales showed a decline for the first time in 10 years, and the force that K-pop had during the pandemic was slowly starting to fade away. But here's the thing, they're coming back, and the industry isn't ready to witness the never-before-seen power of BTS. They are returning as a group, and with even greater force, marking a historical moment. Yet one question remains. Why BTS? Why only them? There are several K-pop groups, so why is it that only BTS is able to make this much big impact musically? There are many skilled K-pop bands, many of which have somewhat great international following. But what distinguishes BTS? Why only BTS has had this kind of worldwide, cultural, and musical influence comes down to a mix of authenticity, timing, and vision. BTS's music resonates deeply with listeners because it touches on universal themes like youth, loneliness, and self-love. Their honesty in addressing these topics creates a genuine connection with fans, making their songs feel not only catchy, but also healing. Fans often find comfort and understanding in BTS's lyrics, which speak to real emotions and experiences. This emotional authenticity sets BTS apart from many other artists and fosters a strong bond between the group and their audience. Secondly, BTS tells a clear and meaningful story through their music. From the very beginning, their albums have been linked by overarching themes about growth, self-discovery, and identity. Each album builds upon the previous one, creating a continuous narrative that fans can follow closely. This approach allows listeners to engage with more than just individual songs. They become part of a larger journey. Such intricate storytelling is rare even outside the K-pop genre, highlighting BTS's unique artistic vision and commitment to delivering a cohesive experience. Thirdly, BTS maintains significant creative control over their work. Unlike many groups that are tightly managed by entertainment agencies, BTS members actively participate in writing, producing, and shaping their music. This involvement ensures that the group stays true to themselves, rather than simply following industry trends or commercial demands. The messages conveyed through their music feel authentic because they come directly from the members' own thoughts and experiences. This artistic freedom has allowed BTS to evolve naturally while maintaining a strong personal connection with their fans. Finally, timing played an essential role in BTS's rise to international fame. They became popular globally, just as platforms like YouTube and Twitter made it easier for artists to connect with audiences worldwide. BTS and their dedicated fanbase, known as ARMY, skillfully utilized these social media platforms to build a vibrant global community rooted in love, inclusion, and shared goals, not merely music promotion. This digital-savvy approach helped them break down cultural barriers and reach millions of people across different countries. Together, these factors contributed to BTS's unprecedented success and enduring impact on the global music scene. When BTS started their mandatory military service, it wasn't the end. It was actually just the beginning of their solo journeys. So instead of going quiet during this break, each BTS member used this time to shine on their own. J-Hope rocked Lollapalooza, one of the biggest music festivals ever. His album Jack in the Box mixed hip-hop with experimental sounds and got tons of praise. RM dropped Indigo, a deep and thoughtful album with cool collaborations like Erykah Badu and Anderson.Paak. It showed off his mature style. Suga Agusti released D-Day, full of raw emotion and storytelling. His solo tour proved he can really connect with fans on a personal level. Jimin smashed records with his album Face, combining smooth vocals and emotional lyrics that touched a lot of people. V gave us Layover, praised for its cinematic vibe and unique sound. His voice truly stood out. Jungkook came out with Golden, featuring English songs that rivaled top Western pop hits, showing his global appeal. Jin gifted fans The Astronaut Before Enlisting, a heartfelt song that really connected through his sincere vocals. But why is this so special? Well, no other K-pop group, or maybe any group worldwide, has had all members succeed so big on their own at the same time. This proves they each have unique styles and strong fan support, breaking the idea that groups only succeed together. During this time, K-pop exploded worldwide. Western artists even started copying K-pop style with amazing visuals, choreo, and social media hype. More idols began crossing language barriers and working internationally. Yet no one has matched BTS's huge impact, whether as a group or solo. To understand why the music industry should be scared of BTS, you have to go back to the beginning, when they weren't international icons, but just 7 boys from a small, nearly unknown company in Seoul. The story of BTS's rise isn't just a feel-good tale, it's a case study in how the global music hierarchy can be flipped upside down. Despite the odds stacked against them, BTS distinguished themselves through their authentic music, addressing real-world issues and connecting deeply with their audience. Their journey to success was marked by steady growth, genuine communication with fans, and a commitment to authenticity. Unlike many K-pop groups at the time, BTS tackled topics like mental health and societal pressures with sincerity and vulnerability. This approach, combined with their talent and engaging performances, gradually built a dedicated fan base that supported them through their early struggles. Under the visionary leadership of Bang Si-hyuk, Big Hit made a bold decision to let BTS be true artists rather than manufactured idols. This decision allowed BTS to write their own music, produce their own content, and engage directly with fans through social media platforms like YouTube and Twitter. By breaking down the barriers between themselves and their audience, BTS cultivated a strong bond that transcended traditional celebrity fan relationships. As their popularity grew internationally in 2015 and 2016, BTS started to gain recognition on a global scale. Their emotionally rich albums and electrifying performances captured the hearts of fans around the world. Despite not having the backing of a major Western label when they first entered the US market, BTS leveraged the power of their devoted fan base to achieve unprecedented success on their own terms. By 2017, BTS had broken into the Billboard charts, made appearances on US television shows, and performed at prestigious events like the American Music Awards. Their rise to stardom was not fueled by industry connections or marketing gimmicks, but by genuine talent, strategic planning, and a supportive community of fans who rallied behind them every step of the way. Now let's get to the heart of it. Why should the global music industry actually be scared of BTS? BTS isn't just a band. They have cultivated one of the most passionate and mobilized fan bases in history, known as ARMY. This global community doesn't just consume BTS's music, they actively promote, defend, and support them across all platforms. The ARMY effect means BTS can bypass traditional promotion channels altogether. Instead of relying on radio play or label push, their fans organically create buzz and momentum worldwide. This grassroots support system challenges the old marketing models and demonstrates a new way to build an artist's success from the ground up. Unlike many pop acts who depend heavily on producers, songwriters, and industry executives, BTS maintains remarkable creative control over their work. They write and produce much of their own music, choreograph performances, and manage their image with minimal interference. This self-sufficiency means they are not beholden to traditional industry structures or expectations. It sets a precedent for artists that success doesn't require signing away creative freedom or conforming to outdated norms. BTS proves you can thrive while staying true to your artistic vision. In an era where many pop stars appear polished to the point of being robotic, BTS stands out through raw honesty and vulnerability. They openly discuss issues like burnout, mental health struggles, societal pressures, and fears about losing themselves amidst fame. Their willingness to cry on stage and share personal stories connects deeply with fans on an emotional level. Importantly, this authenticity isn't a calculated marketing strategy. It's genuine expression that fosters fierce loyalty among listeners. Their fans see BTS as more than celebrities. They see them as relatable human beings, creating a bond no amount of money can replicate. Beyond cultural influence, BTS wields enormous economic power. Their impact on South Korea's GDP is significant. They drive tourism, merchandise sales, endorsements, and even affect stock market movements related to entertainment companies. Every comeback isn't just a musical event, it's an economic phenomenon, watched closely by investors and businesses alike. This financial clout amplifies their influence far beyond typical pop acts. When BTS returns with new music or tours, it's not merely competition, it's a complete upheaval of the existing system. They don't just participate in the race against other artists, they redefine what winning looks like by setting new standards in fan engagement, creative independence, emotional connection, and economic impact. The industry should be scared because BTS signals a future where success belongs not to those who control access, but to those who build authentic connections with fans on their own terms. If you enjoyed the video, then like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think about this in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.
No competition.
Nah, this one I'm
Yeah,
listening.
you see that? You saw that stadium?
But just the craziest thing.
saw this stadium,
Before we
boy.
even started the video, outside, I'm gonna say outside of the end when he was talking about the emotional connection, I literally just laid off everything that I just told you. I said, bro, what did I tell you? Nothing's been coming out. Jackson, my ear has been to the streets. I have listened to every K-pop song that's came out. I've even listened to the Japanese versions. Because some of the artists they release only Japanese versions because for Japan you gotta sing in Japanese to get into their market. But I've been listening to Japanese songs. I've been listening to everything. The only new song I haven't listened to recently, I think Twice came out with a song, but I'm gonna hear that tomorrow. But like Jackson, I've been heard 30, 40, 50 songs since they've been gone. I'm just telling you, I haven't heard one single from any K-pop group or any group from Korea, matter of fact, that I was like, probably the best songs have been J-Hope songs and Jin songs. Those have been the best songs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying this as a biased fan. I'm saying this as I've literally reviewed all of the music.
I only been seeing them on Apple Music too. Like, I only been seeing them drop on Apple. I haven't been seeing anybody else.
Because it's not gaining no traction. It's like, this is what they do. People think because you get a lot of views on YouTube, that's going to equate to the US playing it, and it is not. See, I see what K-pop groups do, and I hate to just throw this out there, but I'm on to their games. You see, they always want to post about the Billboard global charts. And you know what the global chart is? It's everywhere outside the US. So they got a good chance to hit. Bro, do you know the most successful song has been Rose and Bruno Mars, that apartment song. And that's a little kid song.
They still playing that.
And that's a little kid song. Tell me that's not a little kid song.
It is.
My point is,
always been.
And you look at the K-pop demons. We just reviewed them. The K-pop demon hunters. It seems to me like this. If you're not BTS, the only way you can get into the charts in America is if you do like a gimmick song for like little kids that they can dance to and be on TikTok. They can't just make music and organically get to the charts like BTS got. Like that, bro, that's crazy. Bro, you know they got 6 number ones? I didn't even pay attention to that. They got 6 number ones without radio play.
Ain't nobody else doing that.
They don't have, bro, just for reference, because I don't want to
the artists not even doing that here.
Thank you. The people in the States not even doing that.
They're not even doing that here.
Bro, 6 number ones, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Jay-Z, Eminem, and Lil Wayne all got like 5. I want to say it's 5. I want to say they tied with like Kendrick Lamar at 6. Like, that's crazy, with no radio play and no push. So when I say, I can feel, at first I can feel confidence saying Jackson. I've literally heard, bro, Red Velvet, Twice, EXO, Stray Kids, Blackpink, what's the guy name? G-Dragon, Taeyong. Like, I've heard all of their stuff, Jack, and it's been
G-Dragon.
It's been decent. Look, none of it's been bad. I'm just saying there hasn't been one single since they've been gone that I've heard, and I'm like, yo, that'll work in the States. Like, it's just like, and I'm not just talking about the States. It's like they all want to post, we were number 1 this week on global Spotify or global. Yeah, global Billboard is basically just everywhere outside the US.
Everywhere outside.
Of course you
can be there, but are you going to be there week by week by week by week? How many weeks are you up there?
I don't know, man. Like, all I know is a lot of them singles I heard, all I could hear was Charlemagne in the background. Nah, that ain't it, bro.
That ain't it, bro.
That's all I was hearing, bro. And it's like, again, you go look at the reviews. None of it was bad, but none of it was great. Like, it wasn't nothing like I'm not gonna even go to their number ones. I'll say, like,
you think artists trying to forcefully just put music out there since they know, like, BTS as a group
ain't there.
Out there?
Yeah, I think and it's a smart strategy. Look, listen, they not around. It ain't no pressure. I'm gonna just throw it out there. But you see, that's why the Blackpink girls was doing all of their solo stuff. They was doing all their solo, but like I said, like Jenny had a song, like Jenny, it did okay. It was doing okay on the globals, but when they dropped their albums, they was in the charts 1 week and go on the next. It was like, you know, it was like.
But when you throw that out there, it got to be some heat. Well, it ain't gonna stick. So what's the reason making the music for? If I know, hey, one of our top competitions, because it is a competition at the end of the day, they're not making music as a group right now. So they're not making music as a group right now. I need to try to get in the booth, get in the studio, and give the best what I have.
But this the funny part about what you're saying. They are. They think it. That's what you're not getting. They think when I'm putting it out, they're like, yeah, this the heat. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They looking at it like, oh yeah, I got one now. And when they put it out, it's kind of like, but look, man, it's not a bash everybody else day. It's more like, for me, when I see that, it's just like, it's just tough to compete with that. But I'll tell you this, I'm excited for the tour. I'm excited for the new album. I think this album I told you this already. I think that this album has a chance to be their best album ever. And I told somebody else this the other day, and it was like, well, why would you say that? Usually people best albums are one of their first 2 or 3 albums because it's their raw. So I'm like, nah. But when you get to sit down that long and think about how you feel about everything, because again, you heard the story. We all know the story. Came from the bottom. Nobody believed in them. They were sabotaging them. But you get to sit for 2 years and really just digest. We're the biggest group in the world. We literally are the biggest group in the world. Let me think about how do I really feel about everything? Because they've said it before, but have you had time to sit down and reflect how people actually treat, like they wrote lyrics about how people treated them and they said it, but they don't really speak on it. But when you sitting in a closed environment and you thinking like, bro, these people really tried to sabotage us. These people really tried to set us up. They really tried to blackball us. They really tried to lie and say we plagiarized some stuff. We really performed at an event. And they gave us a set, and they
credit. They don't want to give them credit at all,
and they still don't want to give them credit. You know.
And but that music don't. One thing that don't lie is that music.
Hey, and I get it, bro, and I get it. So, hey, man, at the end of the day, I don't know, man. Like, all I can tell you is, I think people gonna be in trouble on this next album. I think they're gonna be in trouble because it's gonna be a lot of emotion. It's gonna be a lot of emotion, a lot of great production. And shout out to P Dog, man. That's their producer, P Dog. P Dog, that's their producer. P Dog, man. He might be the new Metro Boomin.
How many songs you think is gonna be on the album coming up next spring?
I'm gonna tell you, I think usually they songs have like, most of their albums, it just depends, but I honestly think we about to get another Map of the World 7. I think it might be like 17 to 21 songs on here.
I was just about to say it probably about 20.
And the reason I say that is because everybody got so much music to want to, because usually they got like 8, everybody got their own solo on the album. You know what I'm saying? Their own solo song. So you got, I'm counting 7 solo songs. I'm gonna go like 8 or 9 songs with all of them together. Then the vocalist might have 2 songs, and then the rappers might have 2 songs. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably go with like you. If I had to guess a number, if you put my feet to the fire, I'll probably say 21 songs.
Yeah,
21 songs.
That sounds about right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they did 13. But just the thing, when you go on, because it's the thing.
Yeah, they could split it up.
They could split it up.
We're gonna drop this in the spring.
Because they drop multiple variants of albums, you know what I'm saying? So, but I just think when you're going on tour with a new album, you gotta account for they have to perform the hits of the other albums too.
Right.
So you can't really come out there with a 21, 22 song album and then try to play 20 other hits. That's 40 songs every night. That's kind of tough. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was 10 to 13, and then they, like you said, later on down the line, they release another version.
They chasing the Grammy nomination.
I don't think I think we done with the scammies, bro. I think
They
we
done with the scams.
I think we done with the scam. Well, I'm sure they not, but I'm done with the scammies. We all, bro. We know one thing. We know two things with the scammies. We know Kendrick Lamar or Eminem gonna get a Grammy no matter what. That is what we know with the scammies. We also know that Beyonce can't get a Grammy for her best work, but she'll get it for Cowboy Carter.
Yeah.
She couldn't get it for none of her best work, but they gave it to her for Cowboy Carter.
More on that later.
And like I said, bro, like Doechie's winning Grammys, bro. So it's like we all know the scammies and the bots. Man, look, I don't even want to discuss it because I don't want all of the. That's a whole nother thing, bro. You got again all of the people like whatever, man. Whatever, man. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, I'm excited to see what's next. I'm excited for the album. I'm excited for the tour. And what we got to go to, look, before we get up out of here, we got to go to one show. We got to go to the show.
I catch a show.
They definitely coming. I know they coming to Hong Kong. I know. And this is the thing. Usually in China, they have 4 different places they can go that I know for sure. We know they stopping in Shanghai. We know they stopping in Beijing. And it's always either Guangzhou or Hangzhou. Most of the time they stop in Guangzhou or Hangzhou or Chengdu. Well, we know Chengdu.
I think Chengdu. I think they'll stop in Hangzhou too.
I think they might have 5 shows. I think they're gonna do Hong Kong. I think they're gonna do Macau. I think they're gonna do Shanghai, Beijing, Chengdu, Hangzhou. And I'm not gonna lie.
I think they're gonna do Guangzhou.
You don't think they're gonna do what?
Because doing Guangzhou was like doing home.
Not the reason I say that is because the reason I say they're gonna probably do Guangzhou is because I've been seeing a lot of people come to China recently, and the reason they stop in Guangzhou is because you got to remember, Hong Kong is its own. It's its own little thing because you got to cross the border. You see what I'm saying? And that's closer to Shenzhen. I don't think they'll do a Shenzhen concert because of Hong Kong bordered it right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with Guangzhou, it's kind of hard to pass up 15 to 20 million people because you got to remember that's the 3rd biggest city. Because, okay.
You think they'll do that many shows though?
In China, yeah, for sure.
In China?
For sure.
I thought they'd probably just hit the best two major cities.
People always gonna do Shanghai, Beijing. It's just it get tricky when it's these 3 cities that get tricky. Chengdu, Hangzhou, and Guangzhou. They're gonna hit one of those cities guaranteed. I'm talking about like most people who come. But most people who come to China, bro, just think about all the Nike tours and stuff that's been coming through. Everybody's stopping Guangzhou. Everybody's been stopping in Guangzhou. I think like you. Hong Kong is gonna get done. Macau is probably gonna get done. Cause that's different. That's across the borders. But I do know this. We know Shanghai and Beijing is booked. That's what we do know.
Automatic.
So it's BTS. So I really think that they're gonna do at least 4 mainland shows. I think they'll do 4 mainland shows. I know Shanghai, Beijing, and I really think you could mark Chengdu because people always go to Chengdu because it's really out of Hangzhou, and
they go to Qingdao too.
That's what I'm saying. It gets tricky, but I know if it's me personally, I'm hitting Guangzhou because I know what I know. It's too many people to pass. You're gonna sell out like that.
Yeah.
But if I had to make a guess right now, if they were gonna do 3 shows, I know it's gonna be Shanghai, Beijing, and Chengdu. I know those 3 are getting done. Nobody ever passes up Chengdu for some reason. But that 4th show, like you said, it could be Hangzhou, it could be Chongqing. It could be Guangzhou.
Oh, yeah.
And Chongqing is really the biggest city now. That's really the biggest city.
They got more people than everybody.
Because they combined a bunch of stuff together. They're more on that later. But I don't know,
Yeah.
man. If I would hope they come to Guangzhou, but I know Hong Kong. Cause see, I know they're not gonna do Shenzhen, cause like you said, Hong Kong right there is not gonna make sense. But we'll see. We'll see when that time comes, man. But if they do come to
Yep.
Guangzhou, I can promise you I'm gonna be in there.
In the building.
I'm in the
What
building.
section?
I don't know. Them tickets high. I don't know, bro. I'm not about to stud up to the bill. I'm tickets high, boy. But look, if we get the page big, I don't know. Maybe somebody in China be like, nah, you should go cover it. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Let me get a backstage pass. Let me go say what's up to the fellas. I'm gonna be one of the only black people in China at the show. So they gonna be hey, what's up, fella? What's up, baby? Hey, give a shout out to
Easy stage pass.
Oh, easy stage pass. But man, that's all we got for today, man. You guys tell us in the comments, man, what you think about BTS tour next spring. What are you expecting from the next album? Do you expect 20 songs? Do you expect 13 songs? Or y'all guys like me, you just take whatever you can get? And also, RM said the tour is coming next spring. Are you gonna go to the tour or not? Let us know in the comments and tell AJ he got to get us the tickets. He has got to get us the tickets.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, yeah, but we
Go fund me,
man. But we out of here, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Always with love. Peace.
Peace.